What's up to all my wannabe coders? My name is Dayton, and this is Responsive Web Design Principles. Let's go. All right, so if you're following along, we are doing freecodecamp.org. So click on that. Scroll down to Responsive Web Design Certification, and then scroll all the way down to Responsive Web Design Principles. All right, so let's start off. There are many devices that can access the web, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Responsive web design is the practice of designing flexible websites that can respond to different screen sizes, orientations, and resolutions. In this course, you'll learn how to use CSS to make your web pages look good no matter what device they're viewed on. All right, create a media query. Create a media query. Can't say that word. Media queries are a new technique introduced in CSS 3 that change the presentation of content based on different viewport sizes. The viewport is a user's visible area of a web page and is different depending on the device used to access the site. Media queries consist of a media type, and if that media type matches the type of the device the document is displayed on, the styles are applied. You can have as many selectors and styles inside of your media query as you want. Here's an example of a media query that returns the content when the device's width is less than or equal to 100 pixels. All right, so here's the code. Okay, so whenever this device hits 100 pixels, it executes these CSS rules. All right, and the following media query returns the content when the device's height is more than or equal to 350 pixels. Boom. Remember, the CSS inside the media query is applied only if the media type matches that of the device being used. Add a media query so that the P tag has a front size of 10 pixels when the device's height is less than or equal to 100 pixels. Okay, so we have, let's see right here. So what does it say? You should declare a add media query for devices with height less than or equal to 100 pixels. So add media. And how do you write this? Let me see. Min height. Minimum height. Oops. Let's say 800 pixels. How do you do this? Okay, hold on. Boom. And then we're selecting the P tag. I'm guessing it's like this. And this will be font size. Font size 10 pixels. Let's see if that works. Is less than. Your P element should have an initial font size of 20 pixels when the device height is more than 800 pixels. So I'm guessing that's it right here. So let's see. Let's resize this and see if it actually works. Okay, not sure what happened there. Just completely disappeared. All right, let's run that and see if it works. Nope, you should declare a media query for devices with a height less than or equal to. How do you write that? P element should have a font size of 10 pixels. Am I writing that right? Maybe it's supposed to be max height. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, so I just had to change it from min to max. All right. Make an image responsive. Making images responsive with CSS is actually very simple. You just need to add these properties to an image. Max width 100%, height auto. The max width of 100% will make sure the image is never wider than the container it is in, and the height of auto will make the image keep its original aspect ratio. Okay. Add the style rules to the responsive image class to make it responsive. It should never be wider than its container. In this case, it's the preview window, and it should keep its original aspect ratio. After you add your code, resize the preview to see how your images behave. So right here, it's already selected with the responsive image. Let me see. So we just go, what's it, max height? What's it, width? Width 100%, max width 100%. Max width 100%. And then height auto. Is it working? I guess that looks like it works. Let's go. Use a Retina image for higher resolution displays. With the increase of internet connected devices, their sizes and specifications vary, and the displays they use could be different externally and internally. Pixel density is an aspect that could be different on one device from others, and this density is known as pixel per inch, or PPI, or dots per inch, DPI. The most famous such display is the one known as Retina display on the latest Apple MacBook Pro, notebooks, and recently iMac computers. Due to the difference in pixel density between a Retina and non-Retina displays, some images that have not made a high-resolution display in mind could look pixelated when rendered on high-resolution display. The simplest way to make your images properly appear on high-resolution displays, such as MacBook Pro's Retina display, is to define their width and height values as only half of what the original file is. Here's an example of an image that is only using half of the original height and width. Okay, so it's using a height of 250 and a width of 250, so I'm guessing it's 500, yeah, 500 and 500. Set the width and height of the image tag to half of their original values. In this case, both of the original height and original width are 200 pixels. So we'll go 100. So let's go. Let's see. So we'll do an image tag, select that. We'll go height, 100 pixels. Boom. We'll go width, 100 pixels. What if you need to do 50% instead of 100? See if it'll actually work. Boom. Let's go. Make typography responsive. Instead of using EM or PX to size text, you can use viewports units for responsive typography. Viewport units, like percentages, are relative units, but they are based off different items. Viewport units are relative to the viewport dimensions, width, or height of a device. and percentages are relative to the size of the parent container element. The 4 different viewport units are VW, viewport width, VH, viewport height, VMin, viewport minimum, and VMax, viewport maximum. Here's an example that sets a body tag to 30% of the viewport's width. Okay, seems pretty simple. Set the width of H2 tag to 80% of the viewport's width and the width of the paragraph as 70% of the viewport's smaller dimension. Okay, so your H2 tag should have a width of, so we'll go, boom, select the H2, we'll come down, and width 80 VW, and then come out of that, select the P tag, and this will have a width of 75 VMin. Bam. And that is it, folks. Do not forget to donate. This is a free tool. $5 is really minimal compared to how much work they put into this. All right. Okay, so that concludes quick and easy responsive web design principles. This used to be way harder before they introduced CSS 3 and Flexbox and Grid, which we will get into in the next video. Understanding these will really give you a foundational knowledge on really how to piece together an entire website. Because learning all these things, like we're not really putting much into practice. So it's, we're just learning a bunch of different things, but we'll really learn how to put all these together in the next few videos. All right. So stay tuned, all my wannabe coders. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, I'm Dayton and I'm out. Peace.